Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you this really light springtime look. Nothing heavy at all. The eyes are super duper simple. The eyes use all one palette from Smashbox. And this is more of a skin focused look. So I tried to make it very dewy and get that full coverage look without having to wear really heavy foundation. So I kind of show you guys my routine for when I want that full coverage look, but I don't want to wear a liquid foundation. I just use concealer and a powder foundation, but I kind of show you how to mimic that look without using the heavy foundations. So if you want to see how I got this, then keep on watching. Alright, so to start off this look, I already have my eyes primed and set. I'm going to focus on having it be a very light look on the eyes because I want the skin to really be the focus. I want it to look really glowy and very fresh and spring-like, or like to fit the theme of spring, not spring-like. So I'm just going to start with the eyes using the Soft Light eye palette from Smashbox. I really like this. It has a lot of light colors and they're very they have a little bit of a shimmer to them, but not too much that you can't use them in the crease. So I'm just taking this shade, I believe it's called Well Hello, and I'm just taking the smallest amount and putting it in the crease with a fluffy brush. That little bit in the crease, I'm just going to take the first two shades called Starlight and Fresh Take on that same brush and just sweep it literally across the lid. I'm not doing this for my lid to be super shimmery or anything. I just want the lid to be a little bit lighter. Once I have that on, the next step is just going to line the eyes really lightly using Beach House from the same palette. And I'm just going to focus it with a small brush just on the outer corner. Like I said, I don't want it to be heavy. There's no blacks involved. Obviously, if you wanted to line your lid with black rather than brown, if that's what you prefer, or if you wanted to do the waterline, you could totally do that too. I just like this because it's really soft and it's kind of grazing out of the darker colors from the winter. And I just take any brush and lightly feather. So I just went ahead and finished up the look with some mascara. Like I said, this is very, very light on the eyes. That's obviously much more customizable to what you would want to do. This is just what I like to do in the springtime for something really light and fresh. A little bit of definition on the eyes, but nothing too crazy. So moving on to the skin. Like I said, this is very like skin foundation focused video because I love really focusing on very fresh looking skin in the spring. So I'm taking the Becca First Light priming filter. It's their purple one that's a bit newer than the backlight. I feel like it gives a nice subtle glow. Like the backlight filtering primer gives more of a glow, but this one, I don't know, and it smells like oranges and it's just very refreshing. And then next, because I really want my skin, ooh, a little red. I really want my skin to be glowy, so I'm taking the Cover FX drops in Moonlight. Ooh, got a little crusty. And I'm just going to use my fingers for this. I'm just taking a little bit because you really only need a small amount when working with this product, which is why I love it so much. A little bit goes the longest way. What I also love about this product is that you can mix it in with your foundations, wear it alone like this, or put it on top of everything like a usual highlighter. It's just so versatile, I think. And it's not terribly priced. It's like $42, but for how much product you get and how long it will last you, I think that's really right. And then since I'm doing a little bit of the lighter skin, blah blah blah, I'm just going to start off with my concealer, just my regular under eye concealer. Make sure I get product coming out. Okay. This is just the Rimmel Match Perfection. I think it works really well. I like it. So I'm just going to put this like under the eye and where I would usually conceal, and also right here because I have some scarring that I like to keep covered up. And a little tip for like if you do notice that your skin is kind of lacking any sort of radiance, or if your skin just looks dull to you, exfoliation is so important. I have been working with a lot of guests at my work recently where a lot of women come in and they say their skin is really dry and that they use so many moisturizers, blah blah blah, but they don't exfoliate nearly as much as they should. Like if you use the right exfoliator, you can use it every day. Like I have a Clarisonic Mia, just the regular 2-speed, and I use that every night. And some days if I feel like my skin's looking a little bit more drab, I'll use it in the morning as well. But especially, you just need to get that exfoliation in. Even when I wash my face in the morning, and if I don't use the Clarisonic, I do have a micro exfoliating cleanser that with vitamin C in it. It's the one from Philosophy, and it is amazing. It works wonders for just like a quick pick-me-up for your skin. So if you ever notice that your skin is really lacking, that is probably the culprit. It's not the makeup that's like acting funny. It's probably most likely your skin. So then, sticking with the Radiant Bare Face Glow, I'm taking the Bare Minerals Original Foundation. I think I'm Neutral Ivory 6. This might be a little bit dark for me, but since it is such a light coverage foundation, I don't really think it'll show up all too much. But that's why I kind of focus my concealer more. I use a little bit more concealer in this instance than I would if I already had foundation on, just because I really want to target those problem areas, because this has very light coverage. But it does feel really nice on the skin. When it comes to like contouring in spring, I still like to contour my face. I think I know so many people are saying like, oh, contouring is no longer a trend, it's on its way out. I will always be someone that loves to contour. I just think just a little bit, like nothing crazy. I just use this flat brush, and I only swipe my brush on literally half the product, so that way I don't get this, because it's a long brush. I don't want it all the way down here. I just want it focused more up towards my hairline. That's how I keep it much more natural, and I just take a little bit. This just makes contouring so fast and easy. And I just blend it out a bit, and if I think it's a little bit too unblended, I'll just take a bigger brush and blend it out. But typically this does the trick, and I just take a little bit underneath because I'm sure my foundation is too dark. So then for brows, I'm not going to show you guys just because brows are so personal. Everyone does them so differently. But a quick overview of what I do is I take this Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil and taupe. I use the spoolie, and then I just, because taupe is a little bit too light for me, I like to have a bit bolder brow. Even in spring, I love to have bold brows. I just take this and run through it just to get a bit of color on there, so that way I don't go too heavy with the Ka-Brow, which is what I use for like my actual color of the brow. I also love the spoolie on this, so that's why I'll probably keep it even when I run out of that time of year. I love layering highlights. I love the dimension it gives. So the starting highlight I'm going to use is from the spring collection at Ulta. They do those like 5 for 5 or 5 for 10 tables. And this year for the 5 for 10, I love everything on it. I think it's all so cute. It's not super young. Like, it doesn't have that super, like, oh, I'm getting this for my 10-year-old or my 13-year-old who's just starting out with makeup. I bought stuff from that table. Like, they have chokers now, and they're actually very good. I love them. They're super cute. Like, there's one that's daisies. There's one that's like a leather cutout one. They're so, so cute. So one of the things on there was this baked illuminator. And I swatched it on my finger the other day, and I thought it was gorgeous. I mean, it's not the most pigmented, and I wasn't expecting it to be like crazy, but I feel like as I'm trying it, this is just really good to kind of slap all over the face rather than like keeping it specified. So I might just take my brush and go over like pretty much the whole cheek area, just because this is, oh, there's a helicopter. Highlighter, my last one I should say, because I have this one on for like a more of an all over glow. I'm going to mix these two top shades, Keeper and Spectacle. I've done this before. Was it Spectacle, I believe? Here's Harley. Has kind of like this purpley sheen to it, and it is so gorgeous. It gives a very like fairy tale like very light but kind of bubbly. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's just super. I forgot to add this in the last clip, but I just want to quickly include the lip balm that I'm using. It's also from that same collection at Ulta. It's called the Spring Fling collection, and it reminds me of like that Fresh company from that's in Sephora's, and it's an argan oil lip balm. It doesn't have a ton of pigment in it, but it smells so good. It has like a little bit, as you can see, a bit of a pinky tone. And you can tell it's a bit more of a mauve-y rose, but it definitely comes off more as a pink. So yeah, I just finished the look off. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, if you have any certain looks that you would want to see, you can just let me know. I love like getting inspired and getting ideas from other people. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.